you guys are all set. We are starting on the single side of the bracket on stream. Now, we did have a few matches going off stream already, but we're going to be playing the rest out on stream. So we're going to have Carnage and Greenbolt. This is winners round 1.
Yep.
There they are. Okay, so full screen. So Fox versus Mario, relatively decent matchup for kind of even. I think it works.
Mario with a laser.
I think it works. I think it works better for Fox, honestly. Even though the combo extensions on Mario work very well for him on this, I think just the fact that Fox gets into his zone and can just, like most characters, he has a hard time getting back down. But that Nair is a very useful tool in this matchup. So what do you think Greenbolt has to do in order to keep Carnage as bay as well as the Vortexes, like what's going on right now?
Well, right now, okay, so I think Greenbolt, I don't know, he's getting caught out in the middle of his combos. I don't know if he, okay, so he's been, I don't know, swapping mains a bit recently, as far as I can tell. Although it might be different.
Well, getting the up air to up string right there, looking like he's very solid with this character for the most part at the beginning here. You know, Mario being a very player-friendly character, so even if you don't have, even if you player swap or character swap repeatedly, Mario's one of those characters that you can get away with that because he represents the entire fundamentals of Smash 4. Like, you can get away with a lot here. Plus, like we said, the Nair being a good combo breaker to force situations where he can get out of the combos that Fox is going to do. Not eating, never mind, still eating the air dodge off of there, and he's going to lose that first stock.
I feel like Greenbolt would be at a significant advantage if he knew like which hits like switch be combo broken, like fast moves.
So you're saying more matchup experience?
Yeah, well, and also like general, maybe like, well, actually matchup.
Yeah, when you're playing in fighting games in general, whether it be Smash or Street Fighter or anything of that nature, you need to have your matchup experience because if you don't, you're going into the game with like an 80% plan. You're gonna be air dodging and trying to be defensive in situations where it's not worth it, and you're gonna end up eating a lot of damage for no reason. Right now, he just cannot get in on Carnage. Carnage realizing he has the stock lead and is kind of running away with it a little bit.
Fox is a matchup you kind of want to learn if you're coming to UNG.
If you live in Connecticut and you're not learning how to play against Fox, stop playing the game. And it gets air dodge red from that dash attack, and Carnage going to take that first game 2-0. I'm sorry, 2 stock. Very solid too, because at the very beginning of that, it was looking very even. It was looking very solid for Greenbolt. He was getting a couple combo extensions. He had almost the up B kill off the top, and he looked like he recognized how to handle the matchup. The moment he lost the stock, it went all Carnage. Because what you need to do as a player, you have to keep your mentality. When you lose that stock, you cannot let it get into your head because then somebody's going to run away with it. When you start getting too antsy and too aggressive, it's really easy to be red when you get too obvious.
And Greenbolt, I'm not sure if this is a comfort pick or just a matchup thing.
Well, I mean, this is beneficial for Greenbolt a little bit because we just do not have Yoshis. Yoshi is definitely one of those characters in the area that is lacking art.
Like, the only other one I can think of is Master JJ.
There's Master JJ, who's been a very heavy journeyman. He's been playing for a long time, and he has basic fundamental knowledge of the game. Wow, nice nair to the up air to reverse the edge guard situation there. And to be completely honest, I'm liking this pick a lot more so far. He's getting much better combo extensions. He's doing better with his nair coverage.
It doesn't feel like he's overextending.
The nair still works for him in this situation too. He gets out of the combo situation, and Carnage accidentally SDing with that side B at the edge there. And just like that, Greenbolt sitting now all of a sudden with 67% over Carnage. The FD pick looked like it's working a little bit for him too.
I remember Carnage playing Lucario, but
he did.
How long ago did he make this one?
He's played many characters over his time. He's played Bowser Jr., he's played Lucario, and he's played a bunch of other characters, but he recently switched to Fox over the past couple weeks. Has been working out very well for him. Gets the side B to up air conversion, and Carnage is going to even his game right back out. Throwing out a couple perfect pivots in his own variant of a taunt, doing the rapid attack in the center stage. So what do you think Greenbolt needs to reestablish? Because he looked very good in that first stock in order to take this lead back from Carnage and keep himself alive in this tournament bracket.
Just want to stay patient and try to look for your opening.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's by comparison to what happened in the first stock, he looked so solid. He looked very confident, but it looks like Carnage is starting to adapt and recognize the way the matchup is played. And just like that, Greenbolt, like, it seems like his aggression that was working for him in the first stock is starting to go against him in the second stock. Carnage being very patient. And that's like, it's okay to get patient in this game. Like, being the defensive wall is smart.
Yeah.
But
that's why there are like DVD players that can get super far.
Yep.
It's not widely considered a great player.
and that's why people such as Buzz are so strong, because they're super consistent for good reason. They play dumb patient to frustrate you and get in your head, and he's going to eat that F smash to the ledge. Luckily not dying for it, and gets an up B into up conversion. All of a sudden Greenbolt kind of even this back out. Gets in air coverage and puts the percent back into a doable range.
Greenbolt's really good at
Oh my god, he gets the down B into the shield break, and let's get a little zoom up on there.
Greenbolt's pretty good at advantage state, so that's he kind of ran away once he got it.
That was very smart. I like it. You know, that situation in itself, even with the stars coming in, was still very dangerous, because he probably could have lost the game if he whiffed that and Carnage was ready for it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Carnage eating both of the hits and getting the shield break, and now all of a sudden he's gonna run it back to FD. I'm pretty surprised about that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, from the way that the first game went, it seemed like having a platform was better for him, because he was able to force him into uncomfortable situations with the vortex. Trying to smother his stock there at the beginning with that fair, but unfortunately for him, he's not gonna get it. What do you think? Like, do you think that this is going to work out good for Carnage? Or do you think this is going to work out better for Greenbolt after the way that the last game went?
I really think it depends. So for a lot of players, I feel like FDs like come from good because of like Omega stages in this game. So like just not having platforms, like maybe platforms in the sometimes. I'm not sure how long Carnage has been playing like the Smash franchise in general though. So like,
well,
I think it's nice.
I don't know if he's played this matchup in general, but Greenbolt looked like he definitely has a good amount of practice in this with the Yoshi by comparison to Mario. So this switch is working very well. Reads the neutral get up and immediately smothers him with that up smash, and Greenbolt taking the lead once again.
Yep. Yoshi's moves are surprisingly fast, like considering how like low he is in the general field.
And speaking of fast moves, Carnage is running right in there, and even in this game, right back out. We have a very strong game here for the very beginning of singles bracket. But both of these players not trying to go into losers right away, and putting in a good amount of work. This is going to be a very hard-fought W right now between these two. Carnage with the advantage state so far, but as we've seen, Greenbolt's been able to work out of it and get some damage in himself once he gets in.
I actually think he might have gotten Yoshi to like get out of some vortexes and stuff, because his double jump super armor is nothing to
That's true, yeah. Being able to have that double jump super armor and have the Nair, which is relatively stronger than Mario's in these combo situations. It gets a lot more out of him, and he's been using it to edge guard much better.
If you look at the boots, they get like super.
Yeah, it's such a huge hitbox for no reason. But look how much damage that Nair did. But he's going to get a little bit too aggressive with that Nair in center stage, and he's going to eat that up smash for his troubles, and Carnage is going to take that 2-1.
That was a good set.
Absolutely. Very, very hard-fought W on both players. Nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. That was a very, very hard set. Could have gone either way. Very solid on Carnage's part. Managed to take that 2-1 over Greenbolt. And Greenbolt is probably going to put a couple upsets in, or put some work in loser's side. But
I'm up against him right now.